Yo, yo, yo. It's Marky Marks Tarot. Oh, shit. Oh, boy. It's a crazy world. It's a crazy world with crazy people. Hold on. Great. Just want to tell you. Be sure people are really deranged in this world. Really? Hey, Nick, what's up, bro? Okay, yeah, I got it. Thank you, bro. Appreciate that. She said to me, okay. Towards me. All right, cool. Let's check, bro. I'm trying to reconcile to meet up after I prematurely ended things, and he's responding, but I feel bad. Okay. All right, well, he shows up here. I got the King of Cups, and he seems like, I mean, his current energy is still, he wants to, be considerate and generous, and I think he's a good person. I just think that you probably think that there's no opportunity, you just don't feel right, you feel let down. Maybe you feel like this guy's bad luck, or you're gonna have bad luck dealing with him. So it might be just your insecurities, I guess. You do say you feel bad. Um, it's like I get good energy on his side, I feel like he's willing to do whatever to get cool with you or to be friends with you or whatever. Um, I think he's a very experienced person. He knows what he wants and knows what he's doing. He just wants security. He wants, safety. He wants to be prosperous and happy. But I feel like he may have let you down, or you feel let down by him, and you feel like there's not going to be an opportunity, or this is not going to be a good experience. I think it's just you, really. Yeah. That's his current energies. He still feels like something's there between you guys, and he still feels like that something can happen, but it's you, you know. You say I prematurely ended things. We were supposed to FaceTime last night to plan a date for today. Yeah. I don't know. He might be kind of like, and he ditched me for a friend who was here from another state. Hmm. Which I get, but no heads up. So what's that? It's a minute. All right, let me see something here. So that's why I got the letdown. So I was upset and told him not sure if I was compatible, but I don't give it, but I didn't give it a chance. All right. Well, I still think that like he wants to like check you out and wants to be cool with you, and he wants to like, I still get the same thing. He wants to maintain peace with you. But now since this has happened, he feels like frustrated, and he feels like other people interfered in your date and in your your time together, and now he's like got anxiety over it. He's worried about it. He's worried that he's lost a good person and a good friend and a good, he's not very happy right now. His feelings right now towards you, he's not very happy because you've kind of, yeah. But I still think he wants to maintain peace with you and be cool with you, and he's probably gonna apologize or whatever if he hasn't already. But he still feels a connection with you, like he still wants to be cool with you. I was sometimes I let my emotions guide me where I should have been better in control. Yeah. Well, I think it's just you don't want to be second place, or you don't want to be, you know, you get that feeling where you're like, is this like for real, or it's like, am I getting bullshitted here? All right, let's check. Mm. Spirit saying that it's really up to you, but they're saying that if you do, it's still not going to be right. It's still going to be indecisive, and you're going to feel like doubtful and uncertain. And if you do like go back, or you give them a chance, you feel like you're degrading yourself, or you feel like, by doing it, you're going to go against how you feel. So they're saying that you have doubts and you don't want to do it, and you shouldn't. So it's saying like, yeah, yeah. Like they're saying like it's you that has to make the decision. So if you feel like, yeah, right. So you know what? My suggestion to you is to like just see how I would see, like I would like try to FaceTime like and see his reactions and see how he handles it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and you should be, rightfully so. Rightfully so, bro. Yeah, I mean, he still is like, he's still okay with you doing that. Like, but he's okay with you doing it, but he's like kind of feeling like shit. What happened here? Like, why did this happen? Or he feels kind of bad, or he feels like he let you down because he wasn't considerate to what was going on, or the date or whatever. Let me just ask something for you real quick. Yeah, Spirit saying yes, you should talk to him, and yes, you should see how he reacts to everything. I keep getting like the magician card here, and what this card is telling me is like you have free will, and it's all about how you feel, your self-reliance, your self-confidence, and like you can, if you feel like there's trickery there or deception there, then you're right. And if you don't feel like you've been deceived, or you feel like that way, then you have like that willpower to say, fuck it, it's not right. Or hey, let me just check, like let me just double check and make sure that this isn't bullshit, or am I really like dealing with this right now, or was I wrong, things like that. So it's really like you're in position to talk it out and to see what happens, and then make your judgment from there, pretty much. I would say at least listen to his side of the story and see what happens, but that's up to you, like, yeah, you're admitting right there, I didn't give him a chance to come to me right or talk it through. So he knows how you feel, so he knows not to do it again. And if he does do it again, then you're like, yep, here it is. Fuck it. I shouldn't have went back. So it's kind of like that's the cards that I get. It's like pretty much you have the willpower, and you should have the confidence to do whatever you feel is right. So my opinion, you should at least hear him out or see what he says, and then I would say like see face to face and see what he says, and like see his reaction to see if you feel like he's lying or not, or whatever the case may be. But I don't get no bad energy on him. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that he's a bad person. I just think that there's some miscommunication and things like that. At the end of the day, you're not, you're not like his super buddy and friend. You just met, right? So you have to like say to yourself, at least give him a chance to like show. And even if you are like in a relationship or in a good friendship, people are not perfect. They're gonna do dumb shit that we don't like, and we're gonna do shit that they don't like. So try to think of it as like nothing's gonna be perfect, but at least limit the disrespect, or at least let them know like, hey, if you're gonna do this shit, like at least let me know, bro. Like I feel like you did this to me, so I feel a type of way. So like, what the fuck, you know? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh, that's the thing. Like, cancer men and cancer people. Like, yeah. Well, we people gotta feel to realize that Aquarius people aren't like that. We're like, fuck you. Goodbye. If you don't come correct from like every angle, then we don't want nothing to do with you. I'm like that too, bro. So don't feel bad. When a chick does that shit to me, I'm like, yep, red flag, goodbye. That happened to me this year and last year with this chick that I knew. Uh, and she was doing the same thing. So I'm like, look, I ain't got no time for you. Just now it's hi and hello, and that's it. Hi, hello, how you doing? Okay, great. Let's have a nice day. Bye. Yeah, see, and he immediately responded because he's a cancer. As cancer people, they have feelings. They live off emotions and stuff. Like they feel guilty if they did something wrong to somebody. Well, if you feel like that was the case, then if you want to admit that, then that's fine. You're the bigger person. You're the bigger man. At the end of the day, if it pans out and it's good, then you made the right decision. Now, if it doesn't go, if you get another red flag, or you feel like something didn't go your way, then you make your choice. But remember, nothing's gonna be perfect. Like what I'm saying. I think that's what everybody fails to realize in this world, that no one's perfect, and people do dumb shit, and and sometimes you like they don't really mean it. They're just stupid, or they're just, they let stuff slip, or they just like, I don't owe this person nothing. He doesn't owe you anything, and neither do you, because you're not going out with each other. You're just, buddies. Yeah. Oh, I know, bro. And you should be. And trust me, having high standards keeps you in a high self-confident state of mind to know that you're worth something more than what you're getting. You know? Yeah, that's why the cards are telling me he's a good person. He's very considerate and very cool. He seems like a very nice person. And I think he just fucked up. That's all. So it's up to you, bro. Like, I think me personally as your friend, I think that you should at least talk it out and see, the reaction and see what happens. Like see how it goes. And then if you get like another, it's not like you're emotionally attached to the guy and you love him or something, you know what I'm saying? Like that's it shouldn't be like, we're easy at detaching from people because we don't get hooked on phonics like that. It takes a lot. At least me, I'm not like that. Well, he's really good and consistent, but it doesn't mean that he's not going to be that way again. He fucked up this one time. Just see what happens and go from there. That's my suggestion. It's up to you though. At the end of the day, that's what people do. Like you got to test their sincerity. You got to test how they are. Test what they're doing. Bro. So I would say just like see how it pans out. Some people are like that. Dealing with cancer men and women is a task. And they say the same thing about us. Oh, shit. All right, bro. A lot of people tell me I'm very difficult and I'm intimidating. And I'm like, really? Good. I'm glad. And they're like, what you mean you're glad? You should be more open. I'm like, no, I ain't opening up nothing. Want me to open up my heart so you can fucking destroy it? That ain't happening. No, 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 no. I was like, if I want to give you my heart, I will, but I'm not gonna just give it to anybody. You out of your mind. You gotta work for that shit. You know? Hey Hermana, how you doing? Isn't that right, Hermana? Us Aquarians, we don't deal with that shit, right? We're like, no. If you want this heart, you gotta work for it. Fuck you talking about? You better go then. Yeah. All right, a general love read. I'll give you something for the next 30 days. All right, bro? Hey, Ninja. Must be Aquarius hour. All right, bro. What I got here, Nick, is love for you in general for the next 30 days. It looks like you're going to be unhappy as far as love, and you're going to feel like intense. You're going to feel like you want to cut off people and you want to like just stay single because things are just too intense and you rather not get hurt. But there is like, I would say like next month, not this month, but next month, I feel like it's going to be a little better because 30 days takes us next into the next month. So I feel like as November starts, you're going to see the results of your efforts. Like you're going to put in effort with someone, or someone's going to put in the effort with you, and it's going to be progress. It's going to be successful, and it's going to be like, it's going to be hard at first, but I feel like as after efforts being put in, you'll see the results. And I feel like you're going to go to like a party or some type, and then the friendship will get better, and you'll meet people, and there's a compromise, there's a healing factor, there's the resolutions to the situations, there's going to be a conclusion, and then like, I don't see like a love relationship, but I see a potential like, friendship, and just like having fun, and being together, and just growing and finding out, like, see if you really like the person that really likes you. It could be an earth sign, a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. But like I said, this depends on you, because you come up in the reading here, the King of Swords. So that's you, Aquarius. So when you come up in your own reading, which you have, it's saying that you worry, you don't want to suffer. Sometimes you have anxiety, you're not happy, you don't want to fight, but you're concerned, and you don't want to be miserable. So you want a relationship, but you don't want to deal with bullshit. So you're like, okay, let me see what I can get, what I can deal with, and who's gonna be around, and yada yada yada. So you might have to reorganize your schedule, or your thinking pattern come November, and you're gonna be finding someone to potentially be in love with, but it's gonna be more of a friendship type of thing, which is good, and developing from there. I got the Three of Cups there at the end, which means like you might go to a party, you might go on a date, and you might like develop more and more of a friendship, and then it'll start to work out. It'll start the results of the dating or the actual talking will result in a better thing. And that Three of Cups could be, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces too. But I did get the Seven of Pentacles as well. So could be that. They say Aquarius are stubborn. It's true if you're not taking responsibility. Yeah, exactly. I'm stubborn when it comes to stupid people. If you're stupid, then I'm going to be stubborn not to deal with you. I'm going to ignore you. I ignore ignorance. Like I already said, that's my motto. I ignore ignorance, and silence is better than dealing with your bullshit. So, bro, Nick, I would say general in love, I would say that there's a potential. And because you're like potentially talking to other people right now, and you're getting to know people, and your friends, and you're getting, you're dating, you're doing things, you're potentially getting there. I feel like between now and 30 days time, there's still a potential of like being with someone, talking to someone, getting to know them, but being in a love relationship, I don't really see that right now. But there's potential. And remember, the potential's there because you're willing to deal with it, you know? So I would say, give it a try, see what happens, and then go from there. But there's still potential there in the next 30 days. Yeah, I'm stubborn. I ain't gonna lie. I'm stubborn. When it's my way, it's my way. And then if you prove to me that your way is better, then I'll listen and I'll see. And then when you realize that my way was better, or what I said was right, then you're gonna look like an ass. And then I'll be like, see, told you. And I'll pat you on the back and say, don't worry. Marky's here. I'll solve the issue. Don't worry. We're good. I still love you. That's what I do. I'm famous for that. My sister said that I live for that shit. And I told her, I said, well, I'm experienced. I've been in the world a long time, So if I tell you I know something, and I tell you I'm going to do something, then I'm going to do it. And if you doubt me, you're an idiot, because I'm going to prove you wrong. And then if I'm wrong, I'll be like, oh, well, sorry. I'll admit it. I'll be like, look, I was wrong. My bad. Whatever. Like, it's all good. I take responsibility when I'm wrong. And when I'm right, I'll rub it in. That's all. But I do it in a sarcastic, funny way, so people don't get offended. But if you do, that's your problem. That's your emotions you have to deal with, not mine. I'm not taking on your shit. Hell no. But that's just it. Well, you don't have to be an Aquarius to suffer from jealousy and envy and disrespect. I think most Aquariuses are not jealous. Some are, obviously, just like everybody. But I don't really see jealousy in most people, like most, Aquarius people, because usually they're the ones that are, people jealous of. But I told someone today that jealousy is a disease. It's just no cure for it, just like everything else. If there was a cure for everything, then we all be happy, we'll be smart, we'll be great, common sense. Unfortunately, there's no cure for jealousy, and there's no cure for stupid, and a lot of other things. Not my problem. What was your first clue? So is your hat supposed to be Red Sox because of the Red Sox? Did you just listen to your question? Sometimes I wonder if you're an Aquarius. Are you really an Aquarius? Or do you have something in your chart I don't know about? It's not red, it's pink. It's pink socks. Yes, it is the Boston Red Sox, not the Chicago White Sox. It's Boston. You should know better. I wear all Boston Red Sox stuff, even though they suck. No, it's pink. See, look. See pink? Pink, blue, and yellow. I'm a sucker. All right. You know how it is. It's just the way it is. We're trying to stay positive and nice. It's kind of hard, but it's all good, dude. All right, I think I'm gonna have some fun. Now have some fun and pull some of these spiritual as fuck cards. These are very funny cards. They talk a lot of shit and they swear. So if you're over 18, you're good. If you don't like too many swearing, then don't come in here. I swear, Don't roll your eyes at me, woman. Hermana, would you like a card? Would you like a spiritual as fuck message? That's one thing I always used to say when I used to when I talk to women and stuff and they roll their eyes at me. I said, "Don't you roll your eyes at me, young lady." And people used to laugh like crazy. I'd be like, "Who you rolling your eyes to, young lady? Let me take care of them eyes." People laugh. Yes, spiritual as fuck. All right. Let's see what we got for you, Oda, Hermana. All right. Okay, you got meditation, aka shutting the fuck up for a few minutes. And it says, lots of people say they don't know how to meditate. You are no longer allowed to be one of them. Shut up for a few minutes, see what happens. Yep, that's what Buddha did. Then do it some more. I say the same thing. I'm like, people say, "Oh, Mark, when you come online, do you meditate?" I'm like, "No, I just go get a shower and just put on clothes and then I come online. Why am I gonna meditate for what?" You're welcome, Nick. No problem, bro. All right, bye, man. Take care. See, I don't meditate. I don't do none of that stuff because I don't really feel like it's for me. But if people do it, then that's okay. Like, if you want to meditate because you need to, then go for it. I used to back in the day when I first started doing everything. I used to meditate for a little bit and just like, ask for protection and shit like that. But I don't do that stuff. I used to sage and all that. I don't do none of that stuff no more. Because I don't need to. It's all in your mind. If you feel like you don't need it, then you don't need it. If you feel like you do, you do. All right, Ninja, you're next. Well, I just took a nice Epsom salt bath. And it was really nice. I stayed in there for like half an hour and I watched TikTok videos and laughed my ass off and just catch up with all my emails and things like that. And it was nice and relaxing. That was my meditation, half an hour of shutting the fuck up and laying in the bathtub for half an hour in Epsom salt and rejuvenating my body. And I feel great, as you can see. All right, your card, Ninja, is self-care isn't selfish. Absolutely. And you know what, Ninja? That's funny because a lot of women say to me they can't take sea salt baths because it messes up their cooch. And they ask me if it happens to me. I say, no, they're already salty, so it's good. All right, your card is self-care isn't selfish. If you were really going to take care of yourself today, what would you do? So why aren't you doing that right now? No healthy person wants to sacrifice yourself for them, really anymore. Who wants that from you is a selfish jerk. Don't assume that people in your life are selfish jerks who can't handle you doing what you need to do for yourself. Ain't that true? Self-care isn't selfish. That's right. That's why it's called self-care. So this is saying take care of yourself, fuck everybody else, be the Aquarius that you really are. And if anybody says, hey, you're selfish and you do too much for yourself, what about me? You tell them you take care of your damn self. Just like I do take care of myself. Go la la. Yeah. Damn right. Honestly, I've taken care of myself and done more for myself these past 5 years more than I've ever done in my entire life. And that's the truth. That's why I feel so much better. Because I actually take care of me and to hell with everybody else. I just take care of my parents, my sister, my nephews, myself, my dog, and everybody else is irrelevant. Like in my, life here in Bermuda. But I come online and I take care of, people like, you guys and, you guys take care of me and we guys all talk, have fun, all friends, all cool. Like that's all cool stuff, like, But otherwise fuck that. I take care of me now. I do whatever I need to do, I do. Oh God. Look at my card. My card says go outside and do shit. This says it's been proven all over the place that trees and nature and fresh air are all shit help fight depression, anxiety, addiction, and pretty much anything else that might oil you. Find some place to put your feet in the grass or in the dirt or water or anywhere that's not concrete. Yeah. A 5-minute nature break can reduce the amount of shitty thoughts in your in your brain drastically as fuck. Let me read that last sentence again. A 5-minute nature break can reduce the amount of shitty thoughts in your brain drastically as fuck. Go outside and do shit. Yeah, I wish I could, but I gotta work. That's what I did today. I worked, did what I had to do. Then I had to play. Unfortunately, like I have my nephew. He got 4 years ago. He got two little turtles. They were like this big, like 2 inches. He got baby turtles, and now they're this big. And I transferred them to a bigger tank. And one of them started to bite the other one, his neck. And now his neck is all fucked up. He's got like a big chunk taken out of his neck. And today I actually saw it. I saw him like come behind him like this, and he went bam, and he got him good. And he actually pulled his neck. And I was like, you fucking bastard. So I grabbed his ass, and he was getting that's what he does. And I was like, look at this fucker. Who you hissing at? I'll slam you up against the damn wall, you fool. So, I was like, fucking it off. He's probably looking at me. This guy's got issues. So I'm like, yeah, you're not going to bully him no more. Today's the day you get out of here. So I dry docked him, which means I put him in a little container by himself for like 3 hours to give him punishment. And I went and got the old tank that they were in, set it all up, put water in it, put stuff back in it. Ran through all this bullshit for about 2-3 hours. I put the tank, set the tank up. I had to go to the pet store and get more stuff to make the tank back up and running. And I put his ass in the other tank. So now he went from a mansion to a studio apartment. He was in the studio apartment, but he went to a mansion, but he didn't last a month in there because he's been very bad and he's a fucking pain in the ass. And I put brand new plants and stuff inside the in the bottom of the tank, and he pulled them all out. He's just out of control. He's a very bad turtle. So no, she's been had that photo. He is late. But yeah. So a lot of people told me that turtles are very aggressive, but they've never been like that. They've been together for almost 4 years and they never fought each other until now. And I don't know why. It don't make no sense. And it's the smaller one. It's the smaller one going after the bigger one. He's not that much smaller, but he's probably like about 1.5 inches in diameter less than the other one is. And they're two males. Hey, Caddy, how are you, sweetheart? How you doing? So yeah, that's what I had to do today. So I had to like separate them and okay, no problem, sweetie. So I had to separate the damn turtle, put him back inside a small tank. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I just talking about my turtle adventures. So my nephew doesn't want to get rid of the bad turtle. He says, look, just put him in another tank. And I'm like, well, we put him in another tank, we're going to waste more electricity, more water, more everything. We got to get rid of this bastard. He's a pain in the ass. So he's like, oh, no, I don't want to get rid of him. Can you please put him in another tank and, we'll deal with him. And I'm like, all right. So that's what I had to do today because they got out of control. Like, I can't watch him bite his neck and beat the shit out of him. Like, man, the big one doesn't even do anything back. He doesn't even retaliate. And I'm like, what's wrong with you, bro? Man, turn around and beat the shit out of him. You're bigger than, you're twice his size. Come on. But like today it was really bad. Like he literally took a chunk out of his neck. I watched it and I was like, you fucking bastard. So I had to I put him in punishment for 3 hours. I dry docked his ass, no water, no nothing, no food. And I was like, yeah, this is your punishment for acting crazy. So then when I put him in the small tank, he was like, oh boy, I guess he's finally fed up. But I read online that turtles don't want friends. And they don't need friends and they don't want other things in the tank with them. But then I see other people with like 4 turtles in a pond, in a tank pond, and they're all perfectly fine. And then I saw another video where one of the females got attacked. So like it's like, yeah, it all depends on what type of turtles. All depends on, their moods and things like that. So I don't know. I'm still kind of learning about turtles because I kind of took over the whole, like, I really love like fish tanks and stuff. I had a huge fish type of, like, episodes. I used to breed fish. I used to breed fish and sell them. So I have a soft spot for animals, and especially like water tanks and things like that. So like I kind of love the turtles. They're really cool. They're huge. And I'll see if I can get a video. I got your donation. Thanks, Caddy. I'll see if I can show you guys the video where I have the turtles. Let's see, where the hell do I have it? I don't even know if I have it here or not. I don't know if I took it off my phone or what. All right. Yes, I do have it too. I do have the video. Here you go. Look, I'll show you. Oh shit! I'll show you guys the video. Those are the two turtles right there. See how they're on the platform? I built that platform out of plastic, like a plastic shelf thing, and I put it to the thing. See how he goes out and all that. So they're cool. Like they don't fight all the time. But today it was just too much. Like I can't see that anymore. Like I had enough. Like I have to separate them. The guy at the pet shop said, "Look, man, you have to separate them." And just, unfortunately, you have to, because if not, then he's gonna end up killing him, or he's gonna get so bad that he's gonna, like, he's not gonna have a fucking neck left. So today I had enough. I saw enough, and I was like, "Yep." So now they both have their own home. But now that I'm getting all involved in it again, I kind of want to get a tank over here now. But I don't know if I want to, because if I get back into it, I'm gonna be all involved in that shit again, and I really don't feel like paying all the electricity to deal with it. But being an Aquarius, see, you like water things, and you like that. I love that shit, see, and I got all involved in it today. I went to the pet shop and spent like $100 on all this shit. My nephew came home, he was all excited. He was like, "I can't believe you put him in here." And I'm like, "Yeah, I told you I have to. Look at his neck, it's all fucked up. I had to separate him." So he was all happy. He was like, "I'm glad you kept him. I thought you was gonna throw him in the trees." I said, "Yeah, I almost did." We have like this big, like, trees over here and all this, like it's like a forest over here. And I was like, "I'll throw his ass in the fucking forest. I'll fucking kill his ass." But then I said, "No, I can't do that. I don't have the heart to do that." So I separated them, and now they're fine. But I don't know. I might treat myself to a Christmas present and get a big tank again, like I used to have. Go get some fish, put the turtle in there. I might go get the injured turtle and put him in a bigger tank because he's really big. So I might put him in my tank and then leave the asshole over there. So it was cool. Turtles are cool. They're pretty. They're really nice. I like them. They're really, like, they're fun to look at. They're fun to deal with. I like how they go up on like the floating dock, and then they sunbathe underneath the light and all that shit. That shit's pretty cool. I like all that. I never knew they was like that, but hey, see, I got attached to them. See, and I shouldn't have. Like I have a soft spot for animals, so I set them up. Now they got their own houses, their own tanks. I got little fish in there too, like little tiny fish just swimming around and stuff. Yeah, they those turtles are beautiful, man. They have really cool feet and claws. Their shell looks really cool. They're beautiful turtles. I like them. Yeah, they got their own conduit. Caddy, you can go ahead and ask your question when you're ready, sweetheart. I'm ready for you. Well, that's what I told my nephew. I said, look, he can live in this 30-gallon tank and the other one can live in the 60-gallon. And I said, Christmas time, I'll treat myself to a nice tank because they probably have like Black Friday sales. So I'm going to wait for like a Black Friday sale, or I might go talk to my friend and see if he has a secondhand big tank so I don't have to spend that much money because turtles are very dirty. So I'd rather just get like a secondhand tank and clean it all up as long as it doesn't leak and just like, you know, put it together and just do it my way and whatnot. But I've been watching a lot of videos online and seeing how they deal with it. I would like to get like an outdoor pond. Like they got like the big black like pond bucket things, and I'll put his ass outside. So I told my sister, I said I might put him outside over my side, put him over here in the corner, and I'll build like I can actually build a pond out of concrete and like plaster the bottom and like have a drain thing so it drains out the water and I can put new water in it. I could hook it up, like dig a hole underneath it so it drains. I got some ideas. I might do it. I don't know. We'll see. I'll let you guys know my project if I do it. And then if there's like a storm or a hurricane or something, I'll just bring his ass inside, and put him back in the tank until the storm goes away. I bought Legend her condo today. Oh, nice. Yeah, dog. My dog's right behind me in her bed, so she's happy. So this dude and I got into it today. I was wondering how he feeling about it. Oh God, he must have found out about us. Shh. She got hungry and ate the remote. Oh shit. I can't stand when dogs fuck up everything. Let me tell you, I hated this dog behind me. I hated her, literally. Every day I came home from work, she had dug up a hole in the yard. She destroyed her bed. All you saw was all the white fluff everywhere, all over the yard. I wanted to kill her. I told my sister and my brother, I said, look, you guys got this damn dog, you deal with it. I'm not dealing with it. And then what I used to do, she used to dig up the same holes. We used to cover it up. She used to dig it again. So what I did is I would put her own shit in the hole. So when she would dig it again, she would like smell her own shit and leave the hole alone. So every time she dug a hole, I would put her own shit in there. So that way when she would try to dig it again, she get full of shit. So she learned her lesson real quick. That's how I got her not to dig holes no more. And after a couple months, she never dug a hole ever again. So what she do, she'll do something different. She'll go fuck shit up, break shit, chew shit. Yeah, you gotta put them in a kennel. Yeah, we had a kennel for her too, and she went crazy. Dogs are a pain in the ass when they're young. Well, pretty much everybody's a pain in the ass when they're young. But see, the turtles, they were fine when they were young. Now that they're older, they're a fucking pain in the ass. They're the opposite. Yeah, turtles. Yeah, that's how I was with the turtles. See, I did what everybody said to do, and it didn't work. I distracted them. They actually got he actually stopped biting him for a day or two. Like I never saw him do anything. But today, I was like, holy shit. Yeah, I got it. That's it. I'm done. And he was pissed when I took him out of the tank. When I grabbed him, And you gotta grab his shell, like, or his claws will fuck you up, or he'll like try and bite you. You should have heard him. He sounded like a fucking snake. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, yeah, you know where you're going. You're gonna time out, buddy. And now he's in a studio apartment instead of a condo. Stupid ass. He'll learn. Yeah, turtles are fucking sick. I have red slaughter. They're called red ear slaughter turtles or something like that. Yeah, yeah. I had to deal with it. Yeah. Turtle time. Oh yeah, that's what the guy at the store told me. He said put him in a 5-gallon bucket and leave him there like for about 5 hours, and put him back in the tank, and he should learn his lesson. So I did it like every day. Every time I saw him fighting, I'd do it to get like to say, yeah, don't do that shit. But it didn't work. It didn't work. And he told me put plants in there. When I put plants in there, he fucked all the plants up. The next day it was all floating. All the plants got yacked out of the rocks. He literally like bit the plants into pieces and they were all floating at the top. $20 fucking plants that I bought, he fucked them all up. So I had to heat hot glue, the hot glue gun, right? The hot gun, whatever the fuck it is. I had to like glue it all back together with a hot glue gun. So now I say, yeah, I'm gonna leave you in your tank with nothing in it, just a rock and your little platform. I put him in anger management classes. So now he's all by his lonesome where he needs to be. And the other turtle that's all bit up, he's going to he's actually in the tank with the fish and everything, and he doesn't do any dumb shit. He never like troubles the plants or anything. All right, Caddy. So this guy, he's depressed. He thinks that you're very difficult to deal with. He thinks that you remind him of somebody from his past. Um, he thinks that you're also someone who doesn't want to compromise. He has anxiety right now about you, and he thinks that you're delaying how the process of you guys are. Um, he also feels like he doesn't want to like lose any type of material things. So if he's giving you things, he might want them back, or he might like start to be like a dickhead like that. Um, or he might say, I bought you this or I got you that, like, and you're being a bitch right now or something like that. He might like reap up what he's done for you if he has, or he thinks that you might reap up something that you done for him. Well, that's what the argument could have been about. Is what I do for you, what I don't do for you, how things like that, some bullshit like that. He also thinks that you hang out too much with your friend or your friends, women friends, and he thinks that you don't have time for him, or you just have time for your friends. He thinks that that's the conclusion, is you don't put too much time into him and you put more time into your life. Like it's always what you want. Um, like your friendship with your women friends mean more to you than he does, and he like kind of doesn't like that. So he thinks that you might have like a new person in your life, or thanks Oda for the donation, sweetie. I'll get to you after, Caddy. He thinks that there's no compromise and there's no resolution to this problem. Well, that's the thing. See, a lot of guys don't like that. See, a lot of people, women and guys, they're all the same. I have to refrain myself. I have to rephrase myself sometimes because being a guy, I say, oh, women do this and women do that. Then I catch myself and say, well, women and men do this dumb shit. But as a man, I'm talking about women doing things. So that's what I mean. So he also thinks that you might have a new person around, or you might be like talking to other men, or you have some guy friend that he doesn't like when you cater to him either, or you talk about him, or this could be like, things like that. Like he doesn't like that. He doesn't like that you cater to everybody else except for him. Like he wants you all to yourself. Like he thinks you should be, you know, Fire and Ice. I don't know if that made sense, but yeah. Yeah, he thinks you got some new possibility or a new you want a new relationship with someone else, or you have like or like because you have more knowledge than him and you're older than him, like he looks at you like, yeah, she just thinks she's better than me. Fuck this shit. I'm done. Like, or things like that. But he is very depressed and he thinks that you're very difficult to deal with it. Yeah. I'm just telling you what I see. Like that's and you show up in the cards here, so I don't know if he ever says anything to you about like your son and being a mother, or you like use your motherhood as an excuse sometimes to not deal with him. Like he probably thinks that you do that too. Or maybe you don't want him around with your son or something like that, or maybe like he doesn't care about your son or whatever. Or maybe he doesn't like think it's like his type of thing. Or if he does like care or he does say hello to your son or play with him or whatever, like he'd be like, yeah, look, I do everything for this bitch. I play with her kid, I do this, I do that. Like, why am I gonna do all this shit if she ain't giving me no time of day? She should be worshiping the ground I walk on. That type of vibe. That's what I'm getting. Okay, well, if he hasn't met your son yet, then that could be bothering him too. Like she wouldn't even introduce me to her son. Like that's a sign that she don't want me around. So there you go. That's why I said it, because I see it here as well. Like he might have like a feeling that, oh yeah, she hasn't even introduced me to his son. Like fuck him, fuck her for not doing that. That type of vibe. He's just being a dickhead, to be honest. Yeah, so maybe he wants to, but then he's like, why should I? Or like, when am I gonna go? Like he feels like you're holding things away back from him. Like you're not telling him the truth about not telling him the truth, but like he wants to know like probably your every move, I guess. I don't know. Like I feel like that's type of vibe that it is. Yeah. Like honestly, I don't like somebody like that. If I'm getting into like a relationship with you or like we're really close or we're like going out, you don't have to know like when I go take a shit, when I'm going to the grocery store. Like all that shit's unnecessary. And I don't need to know when you do it either. Like we're going to work, we're at work. Now if I don't see you at work and you're fucking around, then I'm gonna like see what's up. I'm gonna turn into a private investigator. I'm not gonna hire one. I'm one. You know. That's why my card says in that red deck, investigate the person you're dealing with. You investigate. Don't get nobody else to do. Yeah, and because you do that, that's probably why you argued, or that's what you argued about, or that's why he argued with you, is because he feels shut out, like he's known you for a while. He's known you for a couple months now, right? Sha. Well, there you go. There you go. That confirms everything I just said. If he wants that, that means that if you do that, that's his security blanket. See, that's his like, that's gonna make him say, yeah, see, now that we're official now. Because that's how young people are. That's how people are in this society and in this world. You have to post shit on social media to prove your love. No, you don't, because the people that post themselves and all like smiling and shit, they're the worst ones. They're the ones who actually aren't having a good time, and they're the ones who are fake living, and it's all bullshit. And some people you don't even know what they really look like because Snapchat saves their life, makes them look young, makes them look old, or makes them look beautiful. Person you made Snapchat, I fucking don't like you because people can't look original, so I can't see their stupidity and their who they really look like. I'm trying to make these people look good. They don't deserve it. Fucking Snapchat. Right. And remember I tell you that a long time ago? Remember I say that shit on here all the time. And I just finished saying that to my sister. But she says, look, this person's jealous of me. I say, you know why? Because you just posted all your great work and all your stories and your kids doing good. You're doing good. I tell you already, stay away from social media. These people ain't got to know fucks. You don't need validation from nobody. I know why you're doing it, yes. But leave that shit, keep that shit to yourself, man. You never see me do that shit. I post up memes and like talk shit about liars and I diss liars and narcissists, and I put funny shit up and things like that. I never post shit about myself or post a picture of me like look at me, look at my hat, oh, look at my chain, look at my fuck that shit, man. You see me here if you want to see me, come on live. I posting the damn pictures, you out of your mind. Fuck that shit. I don't do no selfie trash. No, 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 no. Yeah, you don't need to. You don't need to do that shit. Ilda, you can go ahead and ask your question when you're ready, sweetie. Yeah, exactly. You did it for Shay's birthday. Yeah. Hey, Alexandra, how are you, sweetheart? Hey, hey. All right. Right. It's his way of saying if you post me and you on social media, then that means you love me or you want me or that's validation that you know we're together. Oh, nice, Alexandra. Alexandra. Sorry. I said Alexandria. All right. Hermana, you said he wants me to meet his parents. Oh no, hell no, don't do that. No, don't do that. Don't do it. Hey, do what you want, but if you don't feel like you want to, don't do it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It ain't even 3 months. Fuck that shit. He's falling in love. See, I told you, don't be. I told you already. You gotta stop. Doing the wild thing and like going wild on him. Like you gotta realize these guys can't handle all that coochie cooch. Some guys fall in love with the coochie. They ain't fall in love with you, the person. They fall in love with that coochie. You know, you gotta make sure he falls in love with you in your heart, not your coochie. Okay, that's a word to the wise. Okay, will I be better off getting a new tenant for the second house in January? I had a conversation with Maria today. It's going to check into some things about the one there now. Okay, cool. That's what I'm saying. You got too sex-cited. See, when you get sex-cited instead of excited, then that fucks up everything. See, but I know, we all do it. It's okay. I forgive you. Oh shit. Yeah, well, some people are like that. Aquarius men can be. Not me though. I control myself. I ain't controlling no woman. Hell no. Once you start controlling a woman, she's like, fuck you, I'm gonna do what I want. So if you let her do what she wants, she'll either fuck up or she'll do the right thing. That's how you deal with men. That's what I do, and it works. When I let them do what they want, they fuck up and I say goodbye. If I control them, then they're gonna be rebellious and they're gonna say goodbye to me. So that's how it works. Okay, Oda, you said, will I be better off getting a new tenant for the second house in January 2024? If you might, the thing is, what I see here is you're not going to be better off getting somebody else. If there's a woman that is in the house now as a tenant, I would say leave her there if she's a good tenant. If she isn't a good tenant, then I would say you can look into options. But I feel like if there's a woman there right now, then I would say, leave her there. But if you doubt it and you think that this person's like inconsistent or they're not paying rent or whatever, and they make you feel like a certain way, then I would say, like, it's good to get somebody else and see how that goes. But yeah, it's not good to control. Yeah, you're welcome, sweetheart. Thank you. I appreciate you. No problem. I had a conversation earlier today. He's gonna check some things about the one there now. Right. So my question is, the one that's there now, is it a woman? Because like I said, if it's a woman, I would say that person is someone who is like iffy, and they might even be leaving themselves. You might not have to kick them out of there if that's the case. But I would say that they want to live there. But if you have like an indecisive feeling, or you're hesitant, or you're like uncertain about having them there anymore, then you can get rid of them or whatever. But it's really, up to you. But they're saying that the person that's there is uncertain themselves. And if there's nobody there, and it could be just you. Yes, but she doesn't pay fees that she owes, and we're hesitant about her paying. See, there you go. Bang. Yep. Yes, but she doesn't pay fees that she owes, and we're hesitant about her paying the rent this year. Right. So that's exactly what I get, because I got the Page of Swords, which is the woman, and I got like that she's very doubtful, hesitant, and she's like not really. It's like she wants to stay there, but she's uncertain. Yeah, if he can get another tenant, let me see. Let me see what's gonna happen after that. I just wanted to confirm who was there because I got a woman, so that confirms what I got. Because it looks like she's gonna want to go somewhere else, or if she knows she has to go somewhere else, she'll be fine with that. But she'll be like, disappointed, obviously. If she's young, then I would say like get rid of her. Because that Page of Swords is somebody that's young, and she's unknown, like you're not certain about. Yeah, 30, yeah, that's it. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I feel like your realtor will get a new person. I got a new person here. Yeah, I get that. A new person would definitely, he'll definitely be able to get somebody new, and the person that's there is unwilling to make any effort, and they have an opportunity to go somewhere else. So it's like, man, I think that it's either two things. I'm gonna tell you the two things I see is, if you tell her to get out, or she has until the end of the year to get out so you can put somebody there in January, she'll be okay with that because she is already planning to leave, or she's already going to leave. So when you tell her, it's gonna be like, yeah, I don't fucking care, I'm going anyway. Like, I think she already has a plan to go. But your realtor will definitely get somebody to go in there, like get another person. I see a new person, and this person like wants to start at the beginning of the year. So I do see that happening. But this person that goes in there, they might also have like money problems as well. Like, I think that they could be like divorced, or they're going through a divorce, so they need like a place to separate. Like, I think it's like going to be somebody that's separating from a relationship, a marriage, or like, they're gonna need like a 2-bedroom place or something like that for them and their son or their daughter or something like that. So if it's a place that's 2 bedrooms, then could be the case. Like I think this person's gonna have kids or a kid, something like that. 3 bedroom. Well, there you go. If it's a 3 bedroom place, this person's gonna want it because they have their children. So yeah, that makes sense then. That's what I got. So they're looking for a 2 bedroom, but if they get a 3 bedroom, they're good. They're good with that. But it looks like you'll get somebody that's like a single parent with children. So either way, it does look like someone new coming in. Um, they might try to like negotiate the rent with the realtor or negotiate something to do with the money because of what they're going through or something like that. But either way, it looks like yes, it'll happen. Right now, it's October. Things can change, but from what I see, it looks positive. It looks like it'll happen. But it looks like you won't even have to like kick that person out. Looks like they're gonna tell you they're leaving anyway because they don't want to pay. So they might like just ditch. So be aware of that. It's a tricky person. Yeah. I'm getting like the woman is unknown. Like she just doesn't want to be like tracked or like has a track record or something like that. Doing stupid shit. So Page of Swords is like a person you gotta watch out for. Young and stupid. And they'll like, do things. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. So it looks like, I think like she's gonna stay there and then she's gonna leave like at the end of the year. She'll be like, yeah, I'm good anyway. Something like that. So yeah. Either way, it looks like it can it'll be all right. I would say leave it in your realtor's hands. Looks like you'll get somebody. Uh Alexandra, you can ask your question, sweetheart. You're next. Yeah, she's too. I can see that. Yeah, because the Page of Swords is a young woman that's immature and unknown, and she's like, you know, doing a lot of dumb shit, and she's irresponsible, and she might have like done some. I don't know if you've seen the place lately, but she might like have done something to the place, and you might not approve of it, or she might say, "Oh, well, you can take my deposit. Fuck you, I don't care." Blah blah blah. That type of shit, like, nothing major, but it could be like stupid shit like that. Oh, you went over? Okay, cool. Yeah, if you see anything out of place, then that's probably what it is, or she might take something that's not hers, or some stupid shit might happen, but hopefully not. But the cards say it's possible it can happen, which a lot of people do. Hey, I remember my boss, my old boss back in the day, like 20 years ago. He had a single mom with a daughter. She was like maybe 3 years old. So she said to him, "Look, I left the apartment in a mess, so I'm leaving you my $1,200 deposit so you could fix what I left." My daughter scribbled crayon all over the walls, and instead of me painting it, I don't know how to paint, so you can use the $1,200 deposit to paint the walls and fix whatever. And he says, "You think $1,200 is gonna fix the dumb shit that you left?" He says, "I'll give you a bill and a receipt after I deduct the $1,200 off the rent." And she was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "I have 2 daughters and they don't fucking use crayons on the walls. I'll fucking break their crayons and slap the shit out of them. Obviously, you're a shitty mom." Stupid ass. I'll never forget that shit. I walked into the apartment. I was like, she thinks $1,200 is gonna fix this. She don't know you have to wash the walls, right? You out of your mind? What type of mom are you? You gotta smack the shit out of that. Take those crayons and throw them in the trash or put them somewhere she can't find them. She can't get them. This is not your damn house. He fucked her off. I laughed. I was like, good. That's why I always said I'll never have a house in an apartment. I live in this apartment, it's my sister's, but my apartment is always, I don't do dumb shit. My shit's always nice and neat. Ever since I've had my dog in here for like the past year, it's been a mess because she leaves her hair and everything all over the place. And then when she goes like this, her spit goes all over the place and I have to clean it. And I'm like, oh. Yeah, see? Like people like don't respect shit. They think because they pay rent, the shit belongs to them. No. Yeah, damn right. Okay, Alexandra, you said, so I fucking hate my job. I sell Medicare and work on the phone. It doesn't fit who I am, but I'm single parent and I have a few projects I'm working on, like a book and YouTube and EST store. Just wondering if I'll ever be able to work for myself successfully. Well, without cars, I'll tell you one thing. I know it's very difficult being a single parent. I'm not, but I'm single and I don't, I work for myself and by myself for the past 16 years, and it's the best decision I ever made. I'll leave you with that. Okay, Caddy, sleep well, sweet dreams, and don't worry about Dodo. He'll get over it. Be safe. Have a good week. All right, so let me see. Yep. You're welcome, sweetheart. Thank you. I know. I'll tell you something, and I tell everybody this. It doesn't matter what you do for a living. It's always going to be a pain in the ass. Somebody's going to be a pain in the ass. A client. If you work for yourself, you still got to deal with people because you need people to pay you to do what you're doing. So it's still going to be a pain in the ass. And then you gotta working them for yourself. You gotta prove yourself. You gotta show people like you're worth buying, you're worth dealing with, you're worth hiring, you're worth like the things that you have, products you sell, whatever the case may be. Some people give up, you know what I'm saying? So it's like you really have to like make sure that when you go on your own, you should be already doing it on the side. So if you do it my suggestion is to always do shit on the side first. So whatever business you want, do it part-time. And then if you feel like it's blooming and it's making enough money for you on the side to be on your own, and if you expand, you can be even better, then that's when you should go on your own. I never suggest just leaving your job and starting your own business because that's the worst thing you can ever do. And that's something I didn't do. And that's why I succeeded, because while I was working for someone else, I was doing things on the side. I worked day and night. And after I knocked off at 5:30, I have somebody call me, oh, you're coming at 6? I'm like, yep. Oh, no one's here, so you can work until whenever. I said, okay, cool. I went from 6 to midnight, 6 hours, and making double the money I was making for somebody else. And then once I got a lot of work and I was established and people actually told me you should go on your own. And that's what I did. And I went on my own and started my business during a recession in 2007. And everybody told me I was crazy. And they ain't telling me now. I'm not crazy now. Bitch. All right. You said I hate answering corporate motherfucker schedule. Yeah, I know, me too. I don't want to do that. Man, I just don't want to dread what I do. Yes, I'll start making money I can afford to. Me and my business partner have been working on our stuff till midnight after we get off work. Just haven't started making money yet because it's so new on everything. Yeah, but that's how it starts. So now you're already doing what I just said. So if you and your business partner are working behind the scenes and after work, once you start making money and it starts to take over your life, then you can quit your job and actually do that. So you're doing the right thing. What you just told me just now is what I just said. So it makes sense. But if it's still new on everything, that's okay. It's going to take time to develop. But what I see here is don't spend money. Don't spend any unnecessary money right now. You're going to have obstacles and setbacks if you do. You might feel like there's too much delays, or you might have to separate, or you might have like affliction with your partner sometimes, or you might have different ideas, or you feel like, should I have this partner or shouldn't I? Or if I do have this business partner, like, are they gonna screw me over? So you might have some doubts in your mind, like if they're doing more than you or you're doing more than them. Because when you partner up with somebody, if you're like completely gun ho with each other and you're completely doing 100% each, then that's great. But if it's not, and you're doing more than the other, then you should like separate. If you're thinking about it, then do it. If you're not, then just know that it might not work that way. If you're following your old ways, like, and saying you're not going to do it or you're not going to make it or you have doubts, then it's going to continue that way. But if you make the worthwhile changes and stop living the way you do and thinking the way you do, then you're going to have to make the worthwhile change to make it happen. If not, it's going to continue to be no. But the end is, I got the sun card at the very bottom of the deck. So this is saying, if you change your mindset and you stick with this, you'll be satisfied, you'll feel accomplished, and if you devote yourself to this and you have a good partnership, a happy marriage partnership with this person, then it's going to be your daily existence. It's going to be like everything for you. It's going to be your day-to-day job with that person. So if you think your partner is sincere, exuberant, and your social relationship is very favorable with this person, then it'll work. If you honestly feel like it's not going to work with them, then it ain't going to work. But if you feel like, yes, we can do it together, then you can. So you say, yes, I doubt myself so much. I need to fix that. Right. And listen, I do trust him 100%. Okay, well, that's great. See, that's good. So everything I'm saying, you're pretty much saying, that'll work. But see, fuck manifestation. And why I say that? Because manifestation is something that holds you back. Don't ever think you have to manifest something. Manifestation is okay to think like that. But manifestation is waiting to get to where you got to go. You got to say, I'm getting there now. Fuck that manifestation. I ain't waiting no longer. Today is the day I fucking do this, and today is the day I do that. The manifestation is going to keep you in delay mode. You got to say, hey, I'm going to do this shit. It is going to work. I'm going to put more time in it. I'm going to put more effort in it. And I'm going to make this shit work. I know I can, I will, and I'm going to show you I am. That's just like, that's facts, All right, Ninja, take care. You're welcome, and thank you too. So it's all about, let me tell you, like I've said this story a million times, and I'll say it again. 16 years ago, I went on my own. September 20th, last month, made 16 years I've been on my own. And in September, I was pretty much working for myself, but not like having my business legit. I quit my job with this guy that had his own business. I got tired of him. I got tired of doing everything. We were kind of like partnered up, but still working for him. I was like, fuck you, I'm gone. And then it was like the end of August, early September in 2007. And I said, you know what? this is gonna be the year that I start. I don't give a fuck. It's gonna happen. And I went to my mom and dad's house to visit them, and I said, "Look, I'm going on my own." Oh, you're making the biggest mistake of your life. Blah 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 blah. Both of them negative as fucks. Oh, you're better off getting a paycheck every month. You don't know if you go on your own, you're not experienced, you're not gonna do this and I was like, okay, guys, bye, see you later. I didn't let that discourage me. I was like, this is coming from two people that don't know what I know and don't do what I do. They doubt me, but I'm gonna prove them wrong. My parents are my biggest doubters. Now they're my biggest clients and biggest pain in the ass. And ask them who does everything around their house for the past 16 years. Me. Guess who comes to them and say, your son Mark is amazing. He did this, he did that. He does this, he did my house, he did this, he did that. Oh, he's an electrician, he did tiling, he did this, he's fucking amazing. My dad don't say fucks because he's wrong, see, but my mom, she tells me. But my dad did tell me a few times that someone came to him and told him that I did this and did that. So my biggest doubt is and biggest, doubt was my parents, and I proved them wrong, and now I work for them. I do bottom, get paid from them. I do shit for free. But I'm always working at their house because they're my dad's 80 and my mom's going 78. So they need, me to do shit for them. But my mom and dad, they say thank you now and they praise me and they know they were wrong. I proved them wrong. I proved everybody wrong. I'm a high school dropout. I dropped out of school at 17 years old and went straight work. No college degree, no fucking certification, no nothing. I don't give a fuck with none of that shit. I was always like, everybody always doubted me and I proved them wrong. Same thing with this psychic shit. 20 years ago, I realized that I had the gift. And I said, you know what? I don't want to do this shit for a living. And I don't want to come on here and talk to people all over the world and them judging me and doubting me and telling me I'm wrong and I'm bullshit psychic and this is fucking demonic and blah, blah, blah. 4 years ago, I came on here and I proved everybody wrong again and showed people like, I can do it. You can do it. We all can do it. You just have to fucking put your mind to it. So I have my maintenance and electrical business for 16 years and I've been on here for 4 years and I met wonderful people. And I had, people on here that doubted themselves. And I said, look, this is my story. Your story is the same or almost right. So if you don't get off your ass and fucking do it, then how is it going to get done? Yeah, of course. I prove people wrong every day. I live for that. I just said that about an hour ago. But I do it because, I try to tell people like, hey, Marcia, how are you, sweetheart? How you doing? It's good to see you. It seems like it's so normalized to make people feel that they can't achieve anything on their own. They have to work for somebody. Right. Well, I proved that wrong, And you know what, Alexandra, and everyone that's here and listening, you can do it. If you don't want to work for yourself, that's okay. You can be the best employee for somebody else because you don't want to be working for yourself. If you're cool with being with your boss and other people have good relationships with bosses and companies, that's okay. I don't look at you different. And I'm not saying that everybody should work for themselves. But if you want to work for yourself, nobody should hold you back from your dream if you really want it. But you got to remember, when you work for yourself, you have to work. And when you work every day for the first few years, you can actually take a vacation. You can actually work when you want, do what the fuck you want, when you want, how you want. And when you get to that point, after a couple years, you say to yourself, I made the best decision of my life. This year was the first year in my 16 years. It took me 16 years of business to actually not work a lot and do a lot. But it took me a long time. It took me 15 years to really say, I don't have to work this year. And if I don't want to, I ain't gonna work. Because I'll do what the fuck I want. And I only work for like a certain amount of people. Like I do property management now. I do property management. So I have like a couple rich clients that want me all to themselves. And they say, look, when I call you, can you please come and do this? Or I'm going away. Something happens to my house. I need you to, can you be on call? Like, don't fuck around. And they pay me good money. And I'm established with these rich people that wants me all to themselves, and they pay me. If they don't call me for a week or two, I don't give a shit. When they do, I'm gonna be able to deal with them. And in the meantime, I do my own shit, or I come on here and work. It's the same shit, you know. And let me tell you, I had the worst jobs before I went on my own. I was all over the place. I was just so mad because nothing was working. 2005, 2006 were the worst years for working for people in my life. And I said to myself, I'm here busting my ass for $22 an hour, $23 an hour. Man, fuck that, man. I'm worth more. I'm worth double that money. And I know I'm worth more. And when I heard my other friends making more money, $45, $50 an hour, and they're not even as good as me, I'm like, fuck this. I'm going to work for myself and I'm going to charge $50, $60 an hour. I'm going to fucking make money. Because I'm better than these idiots that are charging this type of money. And that's exactly what happened. I started off making 35, then every year that went by, it went up by $5. And now like I make 70 an hour. But I have different prices for different jobs. And people pay me because they tell me I'm cheaper than the rest and I'm better than them. So I'm like, okay, cool. And I'm not greedy because making $70 an hour is good money. But it took me 15 years to get it and to accomplish it. And now, like, I can actually sit back and say, look at all this shit I fucking done to get here. So I encourage everyone to go on. I encourage everyone who wants to go on their own to go on their own. Fulfill your dreams because you're only in the world for a certain amount of time. Stuck in one job and I'm in the meantime been applying for other places, but no luck so far. But because you ain't got no that's your sign. That's your sign to stay where you are, keep establishing your business, right, with your partner, and keep going and put more time into it. Put more time into it. Think, like go deep. Go within yourself. Like ask spirit to help you. I don't know if you have like people in spirit. I know you do, but I don't know if you like believe in like really, really talking to spirit on your own time. Before you go to sleep tonight, call out your grandmother, your grandfather, your whoever's passed away that you were close to in the past couple years. Talk to them. Tell them to help you. Tell them to bring you signs. Ask for help. Don't be ashamed to ask. If you don't have nobody, always ask God. Simple. And always look within. You don't have to hear him. You don't have to see him. They hear you. You ever heard the saying? You beg them all the time. Listen, what God and spirit sees and hears, what you don't. So remember that. They always see and hear what you don't. They know what time it is. They know what's right for you. They'll make it happen when it's time. That's all you got to do. Just keep, like, you don't have to beg them. Just say, look, I need you to show me where I need to be. Like, is this right? Is this right? Am I doing this? From what I see in the cards and what you're saying right now, it looks like you're doing the right thing. So I know your job is frustrating. And I know you don't want to be there. And I know you just want to automatically wake up tomorrow and say, I'm self-employed and I've got a partner and we're great and we're doing everything and we're running shit and we're making money. One day you can do that. Just don't give up. And let me tell you something as well. Like when I went on my own, nobody believed in me in my family. My only person that believed in me was my sister. And if you don't have nobody that believes in you but your partner, then that's all that matters. All you need is that one person that believes in you to give you that motivation. And even if you don't, you still got God and you still got spirit. So either way, you should be fine. You just have to really put in the effort. Like the more effort and the more time you put into your business, the better it gets. The less you do, the nowhere you're going. You're not going anywhere. And I used to tell people all the time, you sit on your ass and do nothing, you get no results. You have to keep going. You have to find another way. Like with me, like I started doing electrical 25 years ago. I'm 46. So I started when I was 21, I did electrical. I really liked it. I always fucked with car stereos and electrical things and stuff like that. So I started doing electrical in houses, doing houses from start to finish, decks, reading plans. I had a really good electrician show me the ropes. And I kept learning, kept learning. When I was 26, I went and actually worked for an electrical company, all electrical. I stayed there for like 3 years and then I left. And I was like, fuck this guy, he don't want to pay me. I left him making $22 an hour. And when I went on my own, I started making 30 right off the bat. And now I make double that. See, you start off and you work your way up. That's it. If you start off big, you're going to fold. If you start off small and work your way up, you have to work your way up. Nothing's just like going to be handed to you. Believe that. Because I know somebody that started big and flopped within a year and a half because he wanted too much and he couldn't. You have to prove yourself. In this world, you have to prove yourself. Prove yourself to others. You don't have to prove yourself to yourself because you know who you are. You know what you're capable of doing. That's why you're going on your own. But people don't know you. They need to see results. And everybody, we all go to a doctor that we know that's good. You come to me because you know I'm good and I relate to you. I answer your questions. I'm right about the shit you ask me about, right? We all test everybody. But there could be three people, three different psychics you go to that tell you the same shit. And you might even be psychic and do the same shit for yourself. And you'd say, you know what, I know what's going on. Or you go to three different people, or you go to a person that you know that's in the right situation, doing the right thing. And they're qualified or they're not qualified, but they know. Hey G, what's up, bro? How you doing? So Alexandra, trust me, go for it. But I would suggest keep doing what you're doing. Keep developing the business behind the scenes. Don't say too much to anybody unless they're going to become a client. You don't need fans, you need clients. And you need to go hit the big boys. You need to hit people who's got money. If you're selling something, you need to go to big places in order to get the money. You only get big by going after big things. Yeah, don't give up, sweetheart. Don't give up. You're still young and you need money like everybody else. Yeah, sure, bro. No problem. Happy birthday, man. Yeah, go for it. All right, good night, sweetheart. Take care and keep believing in yourself and keep doing. Let me know how you make up. And if you want to, you could tell me what you're doing. I might be able to help you or give you ideas. Just email me if you want. You don't have to say it on here. But if you want some more advice or help or ideas, I'll help you out. No problem. right, G. What you got planned for your birthday, bro? Anything exciting? All right, good night, sweetie. Take care. You gonna be working? Yeah, no shit. I always work on my damn birthday unless it's a Sunday. Once you reach my age, if you are my age, I don't know, but once you reach like 40 something, you're like your birthday is just like, yeah, whatever. I'm just gonna go out, eat cake, get something to eat, and fuck it, go to sleep. That's all I do for my birthdays. Either that or I go away on a trip and celebrate my birthday and buy all sorts of shit for myself. Or I have dinner with family or something. That's it. I don't really care about that shit. I don't have parties and all that. Yeah. I don't know. Once I got older, I really don't care about birthdays anymore. All I want is some cake. I don't really care about presents, but if I get them, that's nice. I want some cake and some food, have fun with my family, and that's it. We'll go on vacation. All right. All right, G. You'll celebrate another day. Hey, that's what's up. You should be celebrating. You see, when your birthday is in October or whenever it is, your birthday is obviously tomorrow, October. You're supposed to celebrate the whole month. You know, that's what I tell people. If you whatever month you're in, celebrate all month. You're an October baby, so you're supposed to celebrate the whole October. All right. What I'm getting is that things might be difficult. You might be working hard. You might be depressed sometimes, or your mind just might be wondering about the past. If you're worrying about the past, or you're thinking about the past, or the past can't get out of your mind, try to get it out of your mind. I know it's difficult. I know it's hard. I know that sometimes you could be depressed about the past, or some things might come up regarding the past, or you might think of past birthdays, or you might think about what you did in the past on your birthday. Um, Otherwise, that I think that you work and that's it, and then your mind is on things that it shouldn't be on. Try to change that. This also might cause you to feel like lack of concentration, some anxiety. If you want to get like materialistic things, you might not be able to get them right now. Or if you do, it might cause a loss or delays, or you might not be very active at the moment. You might want to you might feel like you can't be as active as you want to be because you're tired and you don't feel like going out or going anywhere. Or when you do go somewhere, you feel like tired and you don't really want to know you don't really want to do anything or know about anybody, just yourself. And that's fine. There could be someone coming to you for assistance or a favor, or like some type of like somebody might ask you to do something for them, but they have an ulterior motive. They might trick you, or they might be like telling you advice or something, and it's not the real advice, or it's not the real what they're offering. Beware of. Beware of help, not beware of dog, but beware of help. Like if somebody wants to help you, they want something in return, and that's why they're helping you, because they want to use you to get something for them. But they want to do a little bit for you, but they want a lot from. They want to do a little bit for you, but want a lot from you. Could be a woman with dark hair that you might deal with. Could be somebody that you work with, or somebody you're close to. Could be a family member, somebody come begging on their knees for you to do something for them, but they have an ulterior motive. So remember, if you give them assistance, they're going to want more in return. Or if you ask somebody for a favor, they might ask you for two, And you're gonna be like, hey, I should never ask you for anything anymore because now look. Um, if you want to like complete certain things, you might fail to do so because you might be disappointed, or you might just feel like it's not going your way, or you might feel like you want to do something, but it's not the right time. Um, hey Nick, what's up, bro? He responded back. That's good. Hope he was a good response. Because no answer is an answer, so at least he answered you. He's down to meet up still, but his response was right. Well, at least you tried, bro. You know what I mean? Oh, he can see what he was trying. Not sure what to say. Well, to be honest, bro, if you do see him like face to face, you'll get more of a reading on like him as a person. I don't think like texting and talking online is not the right thing, to be honest. I feel like you should like meet up for a date and really see and feel the energy if you want to do that. So that way you can clear your mind if it's right or wrong. You'll be able to make a decision after you see the person. Hey John, how are you? G, what I also got for you is you can be improvement, your finances could be improving. You can get temporary gain. I still see here a temporary favor that you might be giving somebody or doing for somebody, or somebody might be doing for you. It could be about money, or it could be about something that you profit off of. Um, this could be some unexpected stuff that you have to deal with or pay for. You might want to discontinue to do this, or get away from any type of arguments with anybody, especially a guy. Otherwise, that like going into November, you could see like more happiness. More things will go your way. More favorable things will happen. You'll feel more fulfilled. You'll feel like a lot more joy and happiness because things are like going your way. It's like God's handing you a gift and say, "Here you go, bro. You earned it," or things are finally going to change for you in luck with money or love or anything like that. Like things will start to go your way next month. So I'm getting like 1 month's time. So next month things will like get better gradually and get as far as money and love and like just dealing with situations in a better way. But just be careful, like try not to be so good to everybody and so good to someone, especially if they're not doing nothing for you. Like, you know what I'm saying? So only do what if you're getting 100%, then you can give 100%. But if you're not getting 100% from anyone, then don't give them anything. Don't do the same. But otherwise, that I don't see nothing bad. I just think that it's all in your mind about how things are and how things are done. But be careful with people that are around you that you see every day or you deal with every day. Or if you do deal with someone, they might want more than what they bargained for, like. So I would suggest only do things for people if they're doing them for you. Because if not, looks like you're gonna be the one who does everything and then regretting it. I'm doing good, Jan. All's good. I'm just here doing my thing. Hope you're doing well. Are you in a new place, or do you found a place? I remember you was telling me you're trying to find a place. I think you did. I'm not sure. Can't remember. But Nick, I would say see him face to face. If he's still down to meet up. Oh, you live with your boyfriend? Okay, cool. Hopefully he's treating you right. Hopefully you make him wash the dishes and cook for you and clean. So G, that's what I got for you, bro. I hope you have a great birthday. Um, can we ride dirt bikes here? Only on a track. We have a dirt bike track here. Yes, it's like by the airport. There's a big dirt bike track that they race and stuff. He cooks for you and does the dishes. You got a good man then. See, a man that cooks and does the dishes is a good man. You never let him go. But yeah, we ride dirt bikes here, yes, but only on a track. You can't do it on our roads. But we do have tracks that people ride dirt bikes on and race dirt bikes and stuff. Yeah. Yes, hold on tight. I hope that made sense, G. But that's like, upcoming and things that you should watch out for. So the main thing in that reading is watch out for people who ask for something for nothing and things like that. Yeah, sure, Jan. What would you like? What type of message? Spirit, angel, love, regular message, general message? Love, love, baby, don't hurt me. You just said that the guy cooks and washes your dishes. You don't need no damn love card. Yeah. You should love that man for cooking for you and washing your dishes. You don't need a love card. See, you're good to go. Yeah. If I pull a love card for you, the dish is gonna come out, food's gonna come out, and that's the love you have. If I had a woman in my life right now that was cooking for me and washing my dishes, I would massage her feet. I would give her. I would do anything for her. Well, not anything, but you know what I mean. I cater to her. I'll cook and wash dishes too. Oh, you massage his feet. Oh, damn, that's love. See, that's love right there. I'm ticklish on my feet, but I want my legs massaged. I'll take a back massage and a leg massage. I'll leave my feet alone. My feet are kind of sensitive. I have to be careful with them. Well, that's good, bro. If you understand his point of view, but like I always suggest to you, as tonight I've suggested to you, which I think you should do, is go out on a date, go face to face and feel it out, bro. I don't think you should write it off yet. Exactly. And that's what I told you. That's what I told you earlier is it's not like you're going out with him like he doesn't have to do anything for you or do anything for you. Oh, that's good, Jan. See, I need a woman like you. See? I need a woman like you, Jan, that massages everything. Jack of all trades. See? I pray for that every day. Yeah, I agree, Nick. I'm glad you're looking at it in a positive way, bro. Exactly. That's what I said. Nobody's perfect, So I think you should just give it a try and see how it goes. Exactly. Exactly. All right, Jan. Oh, this is your karmic partner. He's your twin flame. And soon they'll be lighting candles and romance, and soon more things are going to happen. See how there's three flames in here? Twin is two, three is another thing. So I don't know if you want something else with him, but the third thing's about to come. That's good, Jan. That's good to hear. I like hearing things like that. I like hearing that people are treating each other like kings and queens, and they cook and they do things for each other, massage each other, and have a good life together. I wish you the best. And look, and these cards are good. Your karmic partner, your twin flame, and soon more things are gonna get better. And you might even get like more calls from him. If he calls you every day, or he like calls you in your, when he's not around or things like that, I think that there's going to be more communication, like more phone calls instead of texts. Me, I'm the type of guy, I call my woman or call people. I don't text nobody. I can't stand that. Or I'll voice note you. I'm not a texter, especially if I don't have my glasses. I'll hold the microphone by and be like, yo, I don't have my glasses, so I can't see no texting. Here's my voice note. You're welcome, sweetheart. I wish you the best always, and I'm glad everything's working out for you. One day I want to be like you when I grow up. See, have a girlfriend and live together, and have her wash my dishes, massage me, and cook, and I'll do the same for her. I treat her like a queen. She treats me like a king. It's coming. See? Next year. Next year it's gonna happen for me, and I'll be able to tell everybody about it. I'm staying positive. I'm staying positive. Forsaking a stranger is just as bad as my friends. Yeah, Nick. If you're still here, bro, I would say go for it, man. Thanks, Jan. I appreciate that. I feel it too. I think it should happen. I think next year is gonna be my year. Next year is gonna be my year. I'm prepared now more than I ever have been, so I'm ready now. I'm ready for action. I'm ready for massages, dishwashing, love, cooking, cleaning, having a great time. Sounds good to me. I'm ready. How many hats do I own? I haven't counted them, but I have over 100. Guaranteed. Just over there in that corner, I have, let me see. Just over there in that corner, I think I have 70. And I have like another maybe 30 or 40 upstairs in a container that I don't use as much. Thanks, I appreciate it. I always try to. I wasn't able to do it in my younger days, but I can afford it, now. I always try to look my best. You never know who's looking. But I do it for myself. I've always wanted to like have cool hats and cool clothes, and I always like to match. I always like to look good. Life's too short not to. So I always try to like have good things that I never had before. My first couple years of living, my parents couldn't afford to put hats and sneakers and clothes and all these things and stuff like that. And plus, for the past 16 years, I've been on my own working, have my own business, and I couldn't like really spend money like that because I needed it for my business. But now, for the past couple years, maybe 4 or 5 years, I've treated myself. Finally, got to the point where I can afford to buy myself good things and the things I've always wanted. And a lot of these hats are gifts from people on here and people that go away and said, "I'll get you a hat. What's your size?" And I'm like, "Okay, whatever." So I get gifted things from people on here, which is very nice. A lot of people have given me things over the past 4 years, Christmas time, birthdays, things like that. Or people give me like a gift certificate and say, "Go get a hat or go get whatever." So I'm easy to shop for. Yeah, I get asked that question a lot. How many hats do I have? I don't know. I haven't counted all of them, but I have over 100 guaranteed. Definitely over 100 hats. I probably got like at least 130, 140 maybe. Honestly, I don't really know. I got too many. But you can never have enough because, there's always like, with this shirt, I could wear a couple different hats, but I chose this one. Something different. I try to look different every time I come on here. So I don't want to look like the same or have the same shit on all the time. That bothers me if I wear the same shit because I used to be like that all the time. When I look at all my like baby pictures or pictures like right up until like 10 years old, I'm in the picture like and we're all wearing the same shit over and over and over and over. I'm wearing my brother's shit that don't fit him no more. It fits me now. We my mom had two boys, two girls, so it was good. All their stuff got handed to us. You should, even if it's a good meal or clothes or material things, you don't even have to like treat yourself to material things. You can treat yourself to other things that you've always wanted. It's just that with me, I couldn't afford it back then and I can afford it now. And like I said, when I started to treat myself good, other people did. So like I said, a lot of these things are gifts, which I was blessed with, by people that say, "Hey, Mark, look, I want to give you something. Would you accept?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure." And I'll wear it and they'll get excited. "Oh, you're wearing my hat today. Thank you so much. Oh, you're wearing my shirt. Or you're using my deck of cards I gave you." I'm like, "Yeah, sure, no problem. It's all good." Yeah, I still do that. I still provide for my nephews, my sister, my mom, my dad, my dog. I always provide, but I always take care of myself as well. I don't leave myself out anymore. Whereas before, I was always providing and not taking care of myself. But today, I mean, not today, but for the past couple years, I've done both because I can. Finally, do you have the terror of the divine? No, no, I don't. I don't know what that is. I probably have at least, I don't know, maybe like, I don't have 100 decks, but I have like maybe 70 decks, something like that. Like 70 decks I have. My favorite deck is my own. That's why I made it. I have 3 decks that I made and published. So I got, one, two, and three. The third one I don't really use because I made it for everybody else to learn tarot. And my first deck and my second deck, I use it frequently. And so do other people that bought it. But my decks are my favorite because I made them. Um, but the deck that I like that is not mine, a deck that I really like is this one. This is one of my favorite decks right here. It's called Postcards from Spirit. This is one of my favorite decks, and my other favorite deck. I don't have it here right now on my desk, but I have it somewhere. It's called the Fifth Agreement deck, where it talks about like people, um, like liars and cheaters, and it has these certain sayings. Yeah, yeah, sure you can, sure you can. See, this is what it looks like. Yeah, the Fifth Agreement deck is one of my favorite decks. It was one of my first decks, second deck I got, or third deck I got. The other tarot deck that I like is the Golden Tarot. That's a really nice tarot deck. And the other tarot deck that I like is the Animal Tarot. I don't really have too many tarot decks because I use the same tarot cards I've used for like 15 years now. I have the same old ass deck. There's another deck called the Wheel of the Year Tarot. It's called Wheel of the Year Tarot. And it's like a modern tarot deck that has like computers and laptops and cell phones and like the way people dress, tattoos. It has like the new generation on it. So it's pretty cool. I used to use it a lot. But I don't know, I just got off of it because nobody asks for it anymore. But it was one of my favorite. It's probably one of my favorite decks too. And there's another one called 78 Doors of Terror. It's like the sister deck to it. I should bring those out and use those next time. All right. So this is your postcard. I'm trying to see what it says. I can't read what that writing is like ridiculously small. All right, it says, Dear Jen, since you're on Earth, you understand how buildings are built. Yes? Question mark. A good solid foundation, and yet flexibility too, in case of earthquakes. Truth be told, you can't offer something sustainable unless it is built from a solid base. Whether it be an idea that takes form one step at a time or an actual house that needs sturdy foundation dug, poured, and built. We want to remind you that this is because you might need a little encouragement to see this is true in your life at this time. Celebrate the fact that right now you can repair the cracks in the foundation of your life effortlessly, as well as you do a general site check to ensure your hard work is being well supported. Do this and know you are building your life on a perfect solid foundation that will allow you to welcome the many miracles waiting to come to visit. We're so happy for you and so intrigued by what you are building. Love, Spirit. That's beautiful. It is. It really is. I love that too. I've never pulled this card for anybody. This is the first time I've ever read this one. There's like 50 something cards in here, so usually the same ones come out or like another one comes out that I've never heard of. But yeah, that's really nice. Hmm, that's cool. Trying to figure out what's on the like front of the card here is like some type of it's like two people around like a bundle of stuff. It's pretty cool. So this could be about your relationship, your love life, and like building with your partner, doing things together. Spirit's happy that you found something that you can build on. That's what I think it is. So that's cool. I like that. I love that. That's why I love these cards. They're really nice. Colette Baron Reed. She makes a lot of decks. Best-selling author of The Map and Uncharted. The Enchanted Map. Oh, that's the deck I have here. Yeah, she made this deck too. It's like the best. Apparently, it's the best-selling author or whatever deck. It's another deck that I really like a lot. The Enchanted Map. They have like upright and reverse cards in it. It's pretty cool. There's a lot of nice decks. I saw some other reader on YouTube with this deck I like too. It's like an Oracle deck. Can't remember what it's called now, but I should have took a picture of it. Might go look for it on Amazon and get it. We'll see. I had too many damn decks now to try and stay away from getting too many. I'll wait for Christmas so I can see if I'm a good boy. All right. If no one needs me, I'm gonna head out. It's 1:45 in the morning here. It's past my bedtime. I'm gonna go get some rest. It was good seeing everybody and talking to everyone. I will see everybody tomorrow, God willing. And it was good seeing you, John. Glad all was good in your world. All was good with me. I'm still doing my thing. Work, play, laugh, and have fun. Life's good. So I'll see everybody tomorrow, hopefully. Tomorrow's what? Tuesday? Yeah, Tuesday. I should be around tomorrow. I should be here tomorrow. But I'll be here like late like this time. Alrighty, take care, everybody. I will see you tomorrow. Thanks a lot. And I shall see you tomorrow.